our candidate, our Mutia Pilipinas World Cup model, April Short, for her 12th place finish in World Cup model in Monte Carlo, Monaco. April, actually it was the first time the Philippines was represented in World Cup model, and we didn't know what to expect. And the modeling competition is not as different as a beauty pageant, but and yet it's a different world. It's a whole new world. And you want to be a serious model, you have to become like April Short. April, would you like to share with our friends in media how you felt, all your experiences, and all your dreams to become a professional model?
So, good afternoon everyone. Buenas tardes. Na mga sabonggenyos alam na uli. So, with my experience in the World Cup model, like, it's really one for the books experience. So, I'll just skip that. So, it's really one for the books experience. It's been weeks after that World Cup model competition. So, it's first time that the Philippines have their representative, and it's really been a European style for the fashion week, and there's model casting because it's really my dream to fashion and to make some designers make notice of me, because after the competition there's a Barocco jewelry where I wear a Leo model gown with those jewelries, and for the major models. So it's really a privilege for the Philippines because we won the World Cup Academy winner. So I'll be back in Milan by June. So that's really a good thing for, thank you so much. So that's really been a good thing for Mutia Pilipinas. So thank you so much, Sir Fred, Miss Cory, Miss Arlene, Miss Jo, IFL Sage for their efforts, and for the Aprilians, and Sir Leo Amala for this wonderful piece, as you can see, and Miss Shanti Monte Carlo for her mentorship, and with my sponsors. So for the press, thank you so much for being here.
Pareho ng tayo. Top model of the world.
Hi, April.
Hindi yan kay Tyra. Yan na yung dating sinasalihan nila. Yan na yung sinasalihan. Hindi kay Tyra Max yan.
First question, are you willing to risk everything in Zamboanga to do this modeling thing? Yun muna ang first question ko sa'yo. Are you willing to take the risk all the way?
Yes, I'm willing to risk all the way because, like, from the first time I joined Mutia Pilipinas, I just needed to be there because maybe I want to prove myself because of my age, because there's a time frame for modeling, and second, I'm already done with my studying and I've done office works with my profession, so I think that's the very best thing that I can do for this time.
Related to that, you're already 25 right now.
Yes.
Okay. So which means that if this opportunity came to you when you were only 18, you would handle it so much different compared to now. So now that you're more mature, are you ready to face sacrifices like less love life, or travels, less going home to Zamboanga, more homesickness, but more money?
So, I think that a lot because, like, I've already experienced modeling when I was 19, and I was graduated at the age of 19. But then, there's a time that they given me opportunity to model abroad, but then I have my priorities, and that's my education. And I think this is the best time for me to do everything I could, because this is my time now, and I believe that I can do that this year.
Thank you, April.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, would like to throw the second.
Hi April, congratulations and thank you for the honor you gave our country.
Thank you so much.
By the way, I'm Armin Anino from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. First of all, do they award the scholarship to the competition that were granting scholarships this year?
So I didn't know for the past years, but for my batch, we're 12. I know they awarded every year 10, but for this year it's 12. So we're awarded for 1 year scholarships, but there's a 1 month free accommodation that will be on June to July. So that will be a trial for an international model. Then if we're going to do good, so we're able to pay our rent, and we're going to book more jobs. So I think it's just the same here if you do modeling and just around.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Medyo maiksi ang cover.
Hi April, welcome back. I'm now looking for open people. So, with regard to the scholarship, can you tell us more how it will work on your advantage and ano yung mga limitations and yung mga clause?
So for the advantage, because it's the first Filipina to represent for the World Top Model, so I guess it's a big impact for them. Because when I joined the World Top Model, Fiori Tondi said that, oh, we're glad that the Philippines have their representative, so it's about time. So I think it's a good start. Then with the limitation in terms of modeling, like I said with the press con, for now there's none because I'm just starting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, okay. Bob.
Okay, you work with different kind models from different nationalities, countries. So what makes Philippine model different from other nationalities? Based on what you've seen, based on the people you've been with sa
Honestly, I arrived like there's a lot of competitors taller than me, beautiful than me, high fashion than me. And their ages were 16, 17, and 18, and I was like 25. I think it's really big deal for models if their ages were mid-20s. But then, like, I told to myself, like, I have this experience, I have this education, I have this experience when it comes to patience and discipline. So I think like I know how to value what I have. But it doesn't mean that they don't know how to value, but then they already live their dreams at the age of 16, but there's prioritize education, and that's much better.
last question, lessons learned or lesson learned?
For the lessons that I've learned, they always have their schedules. Then they wrote, respect the time. Because like if it's 7 a.m., it's 7 a.m. Because sometimes in here, it's 7, sometimes it's 8, it's 9. So I think they really respect that because they respect efforts. And I think like I really value that one. And for the makeup also, it's really hard for me to do all my hair and makeup and the transition, like for pageantry and modeling. So I really learned a lot with the physical and other aspects.
Congratulations, Amy.
Thank you so much.
I guess so. It's professionalism and punctuality. They value that in the modeling industry. Any other question?
Recently, it was posted on social media these iconic supermodels coming from different decades or era. And some of them evolved in being noble women or iconic then again. In my generation, there's the Sheeper and a lot. Who among these iconic models do you admire the most? sa tingin mo, saan mo mas ipapattern yung sarili mo among this iconic supermodels?
For the supermodels, I really look up to Victoria's Secret Angels before. Because of the discipline, because of the brand, because the way they represented their brand. Because like for Victoria's Secret, it's every year that they presented their bodies, their lingeries, but then it's the discipline that they get to represent themselves because of the preparation. So I think like I can't name those people, but top of my mind, Giselle Bunchen, a French supermodel, so that's all.
Last question. What's the best part about Monaco and your international competition? The fact that you went with the Philippines along with Connie and Irene. Ano yung consider mo most memorable about that part?
So the best part for me is the casting for the major models, which is the major sponsor of the World Top Model. Because like we have this casting because like really my intention for being there is first to win, if not to win, is to get jobs. And I think that I made a statement even if I didn't win, like some sponsor and they get to notice me and some are messaging me because we have this like scholarship on June, so I'm really looking forward to that.
A lot of opportunities actually always April, even if she did not win. Right? Please?
Hi, April. One question, because of course the international opportunities are being lined up. But aside from what's going to happen abroad, right now, what is being lined up for you here in the Philippines while you're waiting to take off to Italy within the year?
So honestly, I'm really looking forward for the fashion shows here, photo shoot, but then I really need to get back to my work in Zamboanga because like there's financial statements going on. But then yeah, I'm really looking forward to, because there's already my the term there, because like I'm already started my preparation in modeling, so I need to do more jobs here in modeling.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Hi April, I'm Chelsea from Era Kathleen. So my first question is, I believe that the scholarship is like for Goldman. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. So have you been like studying about Italian culture, like or taking up Italian lessons?
I don't want to start, but then I think it's still vacation. I'm still having my vacation back home, so I just went here for the send-off, also to support my queen Tyra, because she's going to represent for the top model of the world. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learn more about their culture, because like there's one incident there, like they're already looking for me because I'm one with the short hair and they're speaking in Italian. So hopefully I get those words of them. So I really want to learn the language.
Speaking of vacation, how did you spend your vacation when you got back here?
So I spent my vacation private in Zamboanga that already back home. I'm just with my family at home.
Yeah, last question. In Monaco, it's like if not the richest, one of the richest countries in the world, right? Like 1 in every 3 people is like a millionaire. So, what difference do you see in the way Monaco people interact with each other as compared to how Filipinos interact with each other?
So for the 4 days that I stayed in Monaco, there's the same way in Filipinos. They're very hospitable, they're very welcoming, they're very understanding. If you have questions, they're very much welcome. And if you don't understand, like there's translators, because there are other competitors, like they don't know how to speak French. Like there are from Argentina and Uruguay, like we don't speak English, so like they're more understandable with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have the last question from Jay.
Hello, Phil.
Hello.
Welcome back. And my question only is, have you said to go
Di ba yung titirahin ko dito? Mamaya kung meron.
I have not set my limitations because I'm just starting, but then I think I know my rules with my values, so I think I know what to consider and what not. Thank you.
Last question. Thank you.
Nakalimutan ko ito lang kanina. Since you're gonna venture the modeling industry, alam naman natin pag modeling is malis. Are you also willing to do what Jane Tugunan did?
If it's the classiest picture, because like even if I'm at a younger age, I like that picture. I like to take that picture of me because I will not have to study for a long time. So I think I need one to do for myself.
Have you seen that picture already?
Yeah, I do.
Yung kita mo?
Yeah, I do.
Daring. Well, a daring young people. Well, artistic. It's got to be done artistic, right? Again, April, you make us so proud. You make the Philippines proud. And thank you for coming today. You just arrived this morning from Zamboanga and flying back tonight, back home. And Corey?
We're very proud of April. She went to Monaco with great expectations, unsure of that foreign and strange terrain. When she did well and she carried the Philippine flag with such pride. And the one who trained her is out there, smiling like a mommy. Si Sally also traveled with us to Monaco and really watched over April. So we're very happy that in Mutia Pilipinas, and even in pageantry itself, there's so many people who want to help. So we want to thank all of you for supporting April, May Short, and Mutia Pilipinas in its quest to make sure that our queens have a better world and a better life after Mutia and because of Mutia. Thank you, April. And April was asked, what limitations or what limits are you setting for yourself? We have a philosophy in Mutia Pilipinas. There are no limits except those that you set for yourself. And so with that, I think you get a gist or a clue of what our feelings are about our dreams, our goals, and our expectations in life and in Philippine pageantry itself. Thank you, April. We love you. We will watch you bloom in your career.
Follow up with Corey.
Olivia, that well. Maybe later the photo op with Olivia. I think
Just one
April should have her. Oh, with me.
Okay. And it's a new journey this month, maybe for April, right?
Left, please.
And of course, I'm sure she'll be back here maybe a month before that, so that she can do her last minute businesses before she embarks in the. I'm so excited, I'm so happy for you, because you'll be the first Filipina to be part of this scholarship in Milan. Thank you, April. We love you. And good luck in your future endeavors.
We promised April that we will see her through in Europe with her career. So we are going to be planning her beginning tomorrow. So we will keep you posted on those developments. Thank you. And now, the lady who's about to compete and raise the flag for the Philippines one more time, who starts the year of Mutya Pilipinas quite early for us, Tyra Goldman, who will compete in Top Model of the World. Tyra.
Hey everyone, so I just wanted to thank you guys for coming and supporting April and I know that it takes time to be here and all this. So I just want to thank everyone for your guys' support. So, this is a new thing for me since we did Media Filipinas first. It was mostly a beauty pageant competition and now we're venturing out to top model. So luckily I have April with me. She's giving me advice and we're getting ready and training and of course dieting. So that's our expectations so far. So does anyone have any questions?
No, it's good to answer the question.
Hello, yes, Tyra, I'm Amir from Sociology. I just want to know, since you mentioned a while ago that the difference between pageant and modeling, so what are your adjustments?
So definitely the walk, and like April said, the twirls and then the waves. We want to keep it more like serious and fierce instead of more like smiling. So smiling and fierce faces.
Okay, and then you mentioned in profile you want to be doctor someday.
I do. So right now I'm leaning towards going to college by the end of January. No, June. Sorry, June. Gonna finish in Cebu.
So so you're prepared to become doctor someday, right? Now, I just want to go back to the question about the pageant. I saw the modeling. Have you learned any culture in Asia?
I'm studying actually right now. We're doing research because I really want to know about the beautiful country. Because mostly when I was in school, I was more focused on science rather than history. So I'm learning every single day.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amir. Okay.
So Tyra,
Hi.
you would be competing for top
Model of the world.
April competing for World Top
World
Model.
Top, yes.
So, do you have an idea how you can beat that?
From I saw
In
it.
terms of format?
It's different. And it's different every year too, so I'm not really sure how it looks as of now, but I did watch last year's, and it was mostly runway pageant, but it's a little bit more different because of the style and how they're walking and what they're wearing. So instead of like big gowns, they're like doing high couture, slim gowns, something like that. It's a bit different.
When Cyril went to the pageant, it was supposedly yours.
Yes,
I hope this pageant for you is also.
Yes, it's a blessing because Tyra took all of the crown and we're very grateful.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Sure, of course.
Hi, Armin Odina from Inquirer. First of all, I would like to know how you felt when you learned that you were not going to Malaysia to compete in Miss Tourism International.
So I was asked this question earlier and I said the same answer. For Tyra, I believe that being first runner-up, I know she deserves a crown, like a title. So as soon as I heard that she was competing for me, I was very happy because she needs to go part of it. You know what I mean? She needs to win a crown. She needs to have her reign. So I was grateful that she got her turn.
And then can you take me back to the moment that you learned that you will be sent to compete abroad?
I was in California. I actually started working for a little bit because I had stopped school. And Miss Arlene called me and she told me about Top Model. And then my mom heard and she started screaming. She's like, "Daddy, oh my gosh, my daughter is Top Model." Oh. So yeah, that's basically the story. And then a week after, I had come back to Manila to start my training.
Thank you very much and good luck.
Yeah.
Hi, Tyra. Early business knowledge. Your brother is a winner of international.
Yes, he is.
What was his reaction and any advice from him how to compete with other candidates from around the world?
So my brother was asking me for advice because it about Q&A and how to speak to other people because he's more of an extrovert than I am. So he teaches me like what to say sometimes and how to communicate with other people. That's great.
What was his advice to you?
His advice to me, in his terms, just chill. It'll be okay. That's what he told me. That's what he said. But if I was to elaborate, he just told me to calm down and be able to speak.
Is there like a sister brother like, oh, I won already internationally and you should win also. You should win also.
No, because I had one look me up, thanks to Miss Corey and the judges. I had one, so it was very cool that we both had our own crowns. He doesn't really see it as like, oh, I won international, you should win too. It's like we both shared a crown, and now we're getting up and we have all the support.
Your mom.
My mom is so proud, so proud of us.
Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tyra, good afternoon. I think that Amir. So earlier you were asked by Amir about the things that you have to change since you will be competing in a modeling competition. But with your fashion training, what do you think are the factors or aspects that will actually help you more in a modeling competition?
So definitely focusing more on our walk. So every day we need to train and get better in posture, of course, because when I was younger, my posture was pretty bad. So helping that, and also the face. So knowing what your good angles are and being able to pose in front of a camera, since it is modeling.
And then my second question is, of course, for pageant training, they give more of a premium for training when it comes to Q&A and then awareness of social issues. Do you think it's important as well now that you're going to be competing for a modeling competition?
I think no matter if I'm competing or not, it is important to know social issues and be aware of what is going on. So although we don't have Q&A, it is still important for me to know everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I pass on the mic to the last question. More? Or maybe Tyra, would you like? Okay.
Actually, I have some inputs. There might be Q&A in Top Model of the World. Yeah? But interview is like a Q&A already, so you have to be prepared. And I know you are. You can throw any question at her. She will always come out of that with grace. Always. Tyra? Tyra, our hopes are with you.
Okay. There's just
one more question?
Just one
last
more.
one. Jim.
Really sorry.
No, I'm not competing.
You are still just tell us that point of clarification are you is Mucha the new franchise holder of Top Model or is this a special event?
The Top Model of the World competition is an arrangement with the national director in the Philippines. Because they were looking for a candidate to represent the Philippines, and they, since we needed to send our beautiful Tyra to compete, to get her feet wet in pageantry, we decided to collaborate with the national director of Top Model of the World. Yes. I think they're here. Yes, Astra's here. Astra's here to validate the presence of Tyra. Would you like to say something, Astro? Come on. So Astro is very committed to Top Model of the World, and thank you for inviting Mutia Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ms. Corey. I'm Astro Casino. I'm with Top Model of the World. I'm Vice Chairman of Top Model of the World Philippines. As your head boss is Roberto de Venecia. He's quite caught in traffic, so it's not here yet, so I'm sorry. We're so happy that Tyra will be representing us together with Mucha, our co-partner, in this keeping this event. So we look forward to having more collaboration
for years to come. And hopefully we bag this for this year, especially it's 2020. So we've been talking to her. We just had some briefing and exchange of ideas. And we're pretty confident that Dr. Baggett, despite it's in Egypt, it's a good thing that US and Iran somewhat tapering off. So, but definitely, we're happy that Buchay and us, Philippines, are really monitoring the development.
We're not so the top one of the world is really, it leans more towards pageant and beauty pageantry, right? Rather than just strictly modeling. Right?
Ako pa yung water. Water din, please.
This is a hybrid modeling competition. It's really a beauty pageant as well. In short, they want every quality and every attribute in a candidate. And just a model, but a beauty queen. Thank you for your support, Aston. We'll wait for Mr. Director to come. You can't hear it, but he'll be available to join you later on. Male counterpart. Oh, I was asked actually to handle a trans. But I said, oh, can we focus first on beauty? Alright, so okay. So any last words to the media, our friends in media?
Like I said, thank you all for coming here today. We really do appreciate you.
Nasawa po ito muna. This is Tito.
Yes, so Tyra will be leading on Sunday, January 12th. And the competition in Meraki Resort, okay, Hurghada, Egypt, will be on January